Hey guys, welcome back. You're still tuned into Trading Hour. The good news is that, the market has been moving higher. So right now we're just seeing around a 20 point kind of fall on the Nifty. So it's not sort of fallen beyond that. And the mid-cap index has actually moved into the green right now. So if you can pull up, an intraday chart of the mid-cap index, you'll see that from the lows of the day, we're up 250 points. So seeing some green over there right now. But let's get a conversation going on the market. Vikas Khemani joins us from Carnelian Capital Advisors. Vikas, always great to have you on the show, and season's greetings. A very happy Dhanteras and Diwali to your team as well from everyone here. And, because we are getting into a new year, we do want some new ideas from you as well. So if you're getting into 2080, into summer 2080, take us through some themes that you think will really stand out, where you can find opportunities as well in the months to come.
Hi, Pavitra. Very, very happy Diwali, happy Dhanteras to you and all of your viewers and all the colleagues at CNBC. So I think, frankly speaking, just because change of the somewhat the ideas don't change, but of course, the entire India story continues to remain the way we spoken banking, manufacturing, capital goods, all of them. But since you asked about talking about some two new themes, new themes, I can talk about two interesting things which are transitioning and can offer very interesting opportunities over. One is, I think, in the power sector. I think power sector, especially the thermal power sector, over, looking very, very interesting. If, if you see in the thermal power sector, last 10, 15 years, there has not been significant investment. The last probably power sector which went, power plant which went live was 2015, 14, 15, conceived 2010, 11 period. So demand has been growing, but supply has been constrained. And I think India as a country is staring at a power supply shortage in next 3, 4 years. So as a result of that, new capacities will come in thermal segment, and I think so this overall segment will look very interesting from next 2 to 3 years perspective. And so right across the chain, whether it is the capital goods company is exposed to those, or also even the generation companies, I think they will do pretty well in this period. So I think that's the one theme which you could look at from this Samvat to next Samvat, and maybe post that as well. Second thing, I think, in pharmaceutical space, we've been very bullish, and we think that in times to come only it will accelerate, for the simple reason, last again 7, 8 years, the sector was not doing at all well thanks to US markets, which has materially changed. We see price erosion stopping, volume growth coming in those market across the board. So companies specifically which were exposed to both domestic as well as US markets, the delta would be fairly high. Domestic market will play reasonably well placed, but so I think that segment also can do pretty well. So these are the two themes one can watch out to play over next 1, 2 years, 3 years period.
Okay, Vikas, hi and season's greetings to you. So power and pharma, the two P's for the next Samvat. On power, let me ask you that what part of the chain looks the best to you? Generating companies, or would you look at T&D? Would you look at some of the companies that are more active on the distribution side? And also, there's also the renewables transition happening. Yesterday, we were speaking to Tata Power, for instance, and they said that in terms of fresh capacity addition, the focus will still be renewables. So given that there'll be a lot of capex ahead, could that be a point of worry at all in terms of just, the ROI, ROE, the profitability growth?
So renewables have been being played for quite some time. The change which I'm talking about, the capacity expansion in the thermal side, and that I think is a very big change and big delta. You will see, in the capital goods space, whether these players like BHEL or associated players in BTG space, would do well. Even generations, according to me, efficiency will improve, and that will have an impact on ROI of that. So I think these are the two segments one would play. But when a chain emerges, even transformers and associated, whenever the investment happens in a particular segment, the entire chain benefits from that.
Okay, got that.
And what about the best way to play energy transition? While I take your point that we are building capacity once again after a long time on the thermal side, but this entire energy transition theme, if someone has to play it, what would be the way to play it in India?
I think energy transition to renewables have been being played. I think wind has been the new in last one year has done very well, wind, and I think that will continue to do well. Solar, I think there are very limited players, but I think again that has a very interesting play. I think new energy transition, some point in time, hydrogen is also around the corner. Now, how to play that's right now a very big challenge. But I think this is more energy transition is more 5 to 10 year theme. And but if you want to play from a 2 to 3 year perspective, I think thermal would be, in my opinion, give better delta and better returns at this point in time.
Okay, some interesting ideas in terms of what we could, look at in the year to come. Vikas, always great to have you on. Thanks for joining us today. With that, it is time for a short break, but there's lots more news and updates coming up for you in just a bit. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.